My stroke was in 2021. I was on life support for 6 weeks and wasn't supposed to make it through. I bought this outfit today, but that was like a treat for me. I can't say that I know of a great money decision that I've made. Anybody has the ability to get rich, like I mentioned before, just depending on. Hi, my name is Kimberly Bean. I'm 38 years old, and currently I receive disability, which is $800 monthly, as well as I do side work, which turns out to be about $200 a week. Do you have any debt? Currently, I have some financial loans that are in deferment. So at the current moment, I do not have any debt. I went to school at Bryant and Stratton Community College, and I also went to Herkimer Community College as well. I have student loans debt with both of those institutions. I think it's right now I got it down to about $9,095. Do you have any rent or mortgage? Currently, I am renting a room, so the answer would be yes, and I pay $250 weekly for the room that I rent. How much do you have in your savings account? Currently, my savings as well as my emergency are one and the same, and I've got about $1,800 in that account. I feel like it should be higher, but I didn't start saving until a little later in life. I don't feel like I was informed on finances as much as I could have been. How much do you have towards retirement? Currently, I will say that I regret not having anything put towards retirement. I don't have much of a monthly budget to do so at this time. It's not something I am proud of, but I would like to retire at the age of about 66, 67. I'm not working, so to speak, currently due to the disability, but I'd like to hopefully be able to put some towards that soon. Do you have a budget? I like to think I do. I try to do the 50-30-20. I'd like to divide it up between my wants and my needs and my savings, basically. I try to go by that, but it doesn't really work out every time. My stroke was in 2021, and it was the day of my mother's funeral, actually. I was on life support for 6 weeks and wasn't supposed to make it through. They had to do a lot of things, and they didn't think I was gonna make it. And right when I went to pull the plug, my reverend came and read me my final words. I woke up. I can't feel from my knees down. I wasn't supposed to walk again, but I'm getting there. It's not perfect, but it's just I physically am unable to stand. I'm unable to run. I cannot feel my feet or my calves. I used to work in the food service pizza shops, 80 hours a week. I was in management. I've worked for a bunch of really mainstream shops around here. And like I said, there's no way I could do that anymore. I can't stand up long. It just changed my entire financial status. I do not have nearly as many options or opportunities to make the money that I was making. I have a gig that I work for Sign Holders of America. I go around in businesses that are closing down. I hold the sign that says they're going out of business. So things like that. But other than that, I have no real ability to work. I don't even apply anymore. Everything can change in honest to God, the flash of a blink of an eye. You have no idea when your surroundings and when your state of health is going to change. So just honestly try to really just gain knowledge of everything and anything you can. I mean, not to say that I'm an example of doing that at all times, but I know that I do try, and that it's probably one of the best things I've ever come across. So the plan is just to do whatever I can. And by all means, I've never even applied for a food stamp. So I'm not happy with this disability thing, but you gotta do what you gotta do. My monthly income is $1,200. Rent or mortgage, I pay $250 a month for a room that I rent, and utilities are included in this room. For groceries, I like to keep it between $100 and $150. So I'll just put on $125, which does change often. It's never the same. For transportation, I usually use a VO bike, which it's getting into the winter time. I'm gonna have to use more Ubers, but it's anywhere from $50 to $70. Medical, due to my stroke, I don't have a lot of medical expenses I have covered with Medicaid and what have you, so it's not much with medical. Clothing, I wish I could buy clothing, but I very much so am limited. I bought this outfit today, but that was like a treat for me. If anything, I spend money on my son's clothing, and that's about probably $25 to like $45 a week. Subscriptions, I don't have any. I'm not able to. I do have my loans in deferment. I don't have much debt repayment either. And my savings, like I said, I try to put $100 into my savings weekly. And then I try to do $1 investment in the Amazon, which is not much, but hopefully it'll add up. Insurance, I don't have any car insurance at the moment or any other insurance that I pay for. So that would be NA. Discretionary, I would think would be my lottery situation that I have. I usually I spend about $100 to $150 on my lotto usually, and that's on like a good day. If I have any extra money, if I get tips or something, I spend those too. It's upsetting, but I mean, there's still, like I said, it changes every week. I try to stay positive. I mean, like I said, I almost was supposed to not be here. So I take every day now for what it's worth. It's a good day, It's not snowing, it's raining. It's just little things you got to just try to stay happy about and just keep going. What is the best piece of financial advice that you can give? I would have to say just really ask questions if you need to. I would have to say just gain as much knowledge about budgeting and any type of financial, statements or anything that you can learn about. Just learn about it in reference to how you're going to be handling your own finances. What is the best piece of financial advice that you were given? I would have to say from my grandfather. He always told me there's always 3 ways to solve a problem, meaning don't come to a dead end so quickly, whether it be with finances or, much of anything. What is the hardest part about managing your finances? I'd have to say the hardest part for me personally about managing these finances I have they're never the same. They fluctuate too much for me to be able to have a consistent budget, and that's very, very stressful. Do you think anyone can get rich? Of course I do. I feel that anybody has the ability to get rich, like I mentioned before, just depending on how much knowledge you have in reference to what you want to do to earn your money or what you're going to do when you do earn the money. What was your best money decision and why? I can't say that I know of a great money decision that I've made. I don't make many money decisions that I feel are great. I feel like a lot of them are unfortunate and irritating, such as bills or things that I do not want to do with my money. So therefore, I don't think I've had a great money decision because a lot of them are not wanted. They're more or less needed to be made. Why did you want to come on the show, Financial Clarity? I feel that I wanted to come on the show because it is very important for everybody to gain as much knowledge as they can about finances. I don't have the most finances, but it's just another example. Everybody doesn't have the same financial status, but it's good to learn, and that was probably one of the best reasons that I came here, was to just help people learn.